Hi there Pokefans, I'm your humble host Fan, and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. Last time we got severely defeated by Cyrus, and we had 8 whiteouts altogether. Today we continue on our adventure. Let's see if we can mitigate all these whiteouts in the coming future, but first we have to speak to Cynthia over here. And Cynthia has a lot to say about this bombing situation and who we were talking to inside with her grandmother. Did you notice that the grandmother had run away while we were busy fighting? So it looks like we have to go to Jubilife City now. Hopefully we will be able to make it over there without too much difficulty. Quickly heal and collect our HM mules. Let's see if we can learn any new moves. Luckily, Bibarel can learn Surf. Yeah, let's get rid of Water Gun. It's a similar attack to Surf. I don't actually need to keep my HM mule in a fighting condition, but I kind of like doing that. So that's Snow Point City on top over there. That's kinda Lava City. That's Jubilife. Okay, we're going to Jubilife now. I keep pressing the wrong buttons if I want to go onto my bike, but that is just me learning my controls. So which path should I take, this one or the one I was at first? I think this one would be the one to take. Doing some useless swapping around of my Pokemon because I switched them and I switched them right back. Okay, here's a Sailor. Do I actually want to fight him? Yes, let's fight him. My remote didn't want to fight him, but I did want to fight him. It may end up being a bad idea, but let's do it anyway. And he starts off with a Mandak, which is a flying type like Gyarados, but without the Intimidate ability, so our attacks do full damage. The fall 4 times damage. Do I want to switch out for Machoke? Generally my fighting type is quite strong against the fighting type, but let's try a psychic type attack with Wormadam. Okay, so Wormadam at least got a 1-hit KO, and it makes that we can go past this area without too much trouble. So what does this scientist want? Yep, I'm wondering who you are. Ah, Rowan's assistant. So are you a scientist in training, a professor in training, or is it, how does this deal work? You're fully qualified scientist, but you're just working as an assistant to gain some experience from the professor. That's probably how it works. Or you're just assisting him on his research so that you can get your academic qualification. Come on guy, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Thank you. Okay, so here is a battle I'm not actually looking forward to. This battle against Nolan, because he at this stage he has quite an effective team, and under the correct circumstances he can completely wipe me out. And this Staraptor, with its Intimidate ability, kind of kills my Thunder Punch. At least I managed to outspeed this Staraptor. That won't be the case forever, and I get the Paralyze, which is actually quite advantageous. But if we don't survive this aerial ace, which we don't, things become a bit difficult. And I go for one, but I'm a Pokemon that is also 4 times weak against aerial ace, and I'm going to try my hidden power, and hopefully, which I do outspeed, and that'll take out Staraptor. But I didn't want to go one-on-one because he has one more Pokemon than I do, so he's ahead at the moment still. At least Torterra can take out his Infernape with the Earthquake. Granted, his Infernape can take us out with its fire type attacks like Flare Blitz or something. Flame Wheel. It does Flame Wheel. At least we are 2 levels higher than it, so our Earthquake ought to be enough to take it out. And it is, thank goodness. So we are 1 ahead at the moment. No, we are equal now. We are now on equal footing. And he goes for Aerocross. Okay, who shall I use against Aerocross? Fighting Bug. I'm not sure that a fire type attack will actually do very much. At least the aerial ace it didn't do too much damage. It did way less damage than I was hoping for. But what are you going to do with a low special attack like a Torterra has? Okay, maybe Roselia might be able to help us with this battle. What we are going to do, the potions route, he's probably also going to do a potion, so we might as well. Okay, so he didn't do a potion. And we survive in 1 HP, that is amazing. And we are finally ahead, but I don't know how much worth that'll be, because Terra only has 1 HP left. Okay, Roselia versus Floatzel. If this Floatzel has a Ice Fang and it attacks first, Roselia is dead. But if we manage to attack first, then we might win this battle. It does pursue. Good thing we didn't keep our Pokemon and not switch out. This is the advantage of the switch mode, that you can keep the momentum on your side. This is why most Nuzlockers don't do it, because it is not really very fair. Shall I switch out or should I keep battling? I think I'm gonna keep battling. That's an interesting choice. Roselia vs Roserade. Our petal dance is still going on. Okay, that's a bad thing for us. Our only Pokemon that can take advantage of that situation has fainted in the first battle. Okay, so we are now confused. Okay, a full heal ought to heal our confusion. How many of you watching this video knew that you can heal confusion with a full heal? Shadow Ball ought to do some decent damage, but it doesn't. But let's do another one. At least it does more damage than a grass type attack. This time I at least take out the Roserade, but pretty soon I will have a Roserade of my own. Okay, this wasn't as bad as I was thinking it would be, but still, it is still a scary fight, that. And now we are going to take on this gym, but I think we are going to go and get ourselves a shiny stone so that we can evolve our Roselia to Roserade. Or maybe we'll first do the gym. Okay, I'm not gonna argue too much with that. Apparently we're doing the gym first. Drain Punch ought to do a decent amount of damage, but Steelix has a tremendous amount of defense, physical defense. So as you can see, it still has a decent chunk of HP left. And Drain Punch, the bastard. It prevents us from using the same attack 2 times in a row, which in and of itself is not a bad thing, because we only have a certain amount of Drain Punches left or to use. So we can alternate that, but we could have defeated him in just 2 attacks instead of the 3. So it's basically a stalling tactic, but I don't see any real significance with that kind of stalling tactic unless the attack that is being used is a super effective attack. Okay, so there's all these lifts, so I'm going to go up each of these, but I'm first clearing this bottom floor. And it's a Magnemite. Quite a nice Pokemon to have in a steel type gym. So far it's the very same two steel types that we faced in our very first steel gym as you progress through the series. In other words, in the Johto region. What is that lady's name again? She's in this game as well. She gives you... Oh, I think she's in this game. She gives you some TM or something. Or HM. So far we are still facing the same two steel types as we did in that very first steel type gym that was ever in Pokemon. It's not in this series, of course, because this series is a few generations later. Anyway, Seed Bomb. Yes, I think I'm going to learn Seed Bomb instead of Mega Drain, because Seed Bomb is a physical attack and Breloom is a physical attacker. Seed Bomb will do so much more damage. Now technically this idea I'm going to use now shouldn't work, because technically Magnemite should be a levitating Pokemon, but it isn't, so Earthquake does affect it. The whole biology of Magnemite is that it levitates, so why Earthquake actually hits it, I don't know. Anyway, let's exploit this unreasonable weakness and just Earthquake the whole gym. I'm thinking that Magnemite should have one of its abilities be levitate, like the whole Beldum line. One of its abilities is levitate. In fact, the most common ability is levitate, and the other ability it could have is heat proof. So that was a quick heal, and this is me trying to use a bike inside the gym, so that doesn't actually work. Now I'm switching out to my Earthquake Pokemon because it is the most effective Pokemon to use in this gym, and there's nowhere I can go from here, so let's go back down and go to the next lift, see where that leads us. It leads us to a trap, so now the next one in the line, and at least we have some moving space, and it takes us to absolutely nowhere. So we go back down again and just go to the next lift. And that one at least brings us to this lift over here, which brings us around over here. And there's still someone on the ground floor, but he was hidden by some lifts. So now we are going on battling this person before we go to the next lift, which is gatekeeping. And we are facing a Scissor. Finally we have a brand new steel type we are facing. It's not a brand new steel type, but it's one that belongs in a steel type gym. And it is quite strong. Our Earthquake didn't take it out one shot, and its X-Scissor is devastating towards us. I wonder how many potions I have to just heal Torterra so that I don't need to run all the way back and heal at the Pokemon Center. Torterra grows to level 41. It kind of makes sense that he only has one Pokemon because he's so freaking strong. And I am running all the way back to the Pokemon Center but at least I'm cutting that whole part out where I exit the gym, so at least you don't have to watch me struggle all the way to there. And now we can just walk by this lady with a strong scissor. New kinds of lifts. This is actually quite a fun gym puzzle to do, with these lifts and everything all over the place. It will probably be one of the kinds of puzzles I would use if I was specializing in a gym in steel types and I had a gym. Okay, let's see if this doesn't bring us anywhere, so let's go and face that guy over there. So the rule of thumb is, if there's a guy gatekeeping a specific lift or a specific cable car, then that is probably the way you want to go to reach the gym leader. And again, it's a Magnemite, so far we've faced a Steelix, a Magnemite and a Scizor. So far this whole steel type gym only has 4 Pokemon in it. Anyway, we are approaching the end of this episode, which means we will not be facing the gym leader in this episode. If you enjoy the content that I'm producing, please consider subscribing to my channel, leaving a like, ringing the bell, and leaving a comment in the comment section below. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.